the thing is, private people, citizens, can't do much. The issue is big companies. They're the one who are polluting, not us.
Yep.
Well, we are a little too, but I mean, if it was just the pollution we do, we wouldn't. It wouldn't be that.
It's the entire energy economy, capitalist economy being based off of petroleum and oil, and this economy being addicted to it and do not want to give it up ever. I mean, U.S. will have a war on terror and only on countries with oil deposits, or send humanitarian aid to a country that fairly elected elected their own president, but no, we can't have that guy because he won't play ball with the U.S.
Are you talking about Venezuela? That is genuine socialism and an example of why socialism is bad.
Right.
Which is why we should never have Medicare for all, because that's socialism. Look at Venezuela.
Yes, exactly. The government doing things is socialism, and the more government there is, the more socialister it is.
I agree.
It is, yeah.
I like toilet paper, and I'm going to have to vote Republican for the rest of my life because of that.
They'll cut taxes so you have more money in your pocket, but you won't be able to afford almost anything else, or because you don't have a job.
Correct.
Well, even the tax cuts didn't do much, or maybe not anything, for the folks that actually voted it in, the middle class folks.
Oh, are we live tonight?
Yes, we have started streaming and recording.
We're recording, I know, but now we're live. Hello there.
Yes, we are on the YouTubes. We have been chatting live for like 2 minutes.
You are so sneaky, but we.
Well, I'm glad.
You weren't talking about butt stuff, so you're probably
sneaky
safe.
Motherfucker.
Well, now that I know that it's live, I can just tweet it out and share it to Facebook saying we're live. Come and join us in the live chat.
Yes.
Yeah, tweet it.
Tweet.
When I twitch it, there's always 3 people liking one.
And now we got dead air now. We are live. We should avoid this problem. When we were just recording with...
here that are among those 3. The third is Gwen.
Wait, Gwen is there?
No, the third person who likes my twists.
Oh.
I think you have more people than that dearly love you.
Oh, I know, but I know Twitter isn't representative of who loves me. Thank God.
Yeah, I suppose so. I barely use Twitter. I go through periods of time when I use it fairly, half hour a day, and then I don't think I've gone on more than twice in the last 3 weeks.
Okay. Just FYI, I've been adding mods. If Tom had a YouTube channel, he'd be a mod.
Oh, Tom, just type into the live chat, and then Curioiscat can just use the 3 dots in order to make you a mod.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I know mods and stuff, but I don't know what you're talking about with the chats and things like that, because I'm at the general window, and I don't see.
Well, if you click on the link, then that'll take you to the link I posted in the Discord, and that'll take you to the YouTube video. You can type real quick in the chat, and then I can add you as a mod there.
But can I? Will it still use the same controls? We can still do the same talking and push the chat and everything?
Yeah, so long as you keep Discord open, yeah.
Let's see. On-air tech support.
Fascinating stuff. So, welcome to another week. Although, remember, the work week is a fiction, Monday doubly so. You can get rid of them if you really want to. This is Social Justice Tech Support. I'd watch the hell out of that show.
I promise the audience we are not as bigoted as like the writer as IT tech crowd.
Yes, that guy is a douche. He can burn in hell. Fuck him.
Yeah, and because on apparently from what I heard on one episode of the IT crowd, he did make like a joke against trans people, and trans people, rightfully so, gave him a lot of shit for that, and that's how he became transphobic, or became more transphobic and got on
Who?
the Grand Linehan.
Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Age Bomber guy is Donkey Kong
I
stream.
know who
Yeah.
that is. I did not know he was a writer for the IT crowd.
Co-creator as well, I think.
I think he was the. Remember, I'm pretty sure British shows have like just one writer for the whole thing because they only have like 5 episodes per series or some shit. So I think he was the IT crowd
6
basically.
episodes. Yeah.
And a couple of other really popular shows, but yeah. But have you ever noticed that the real cause of bigotry is people complaining about bigotry? We should learn from that.
Yes. Oh God. It's just like the real racists are people who are calling other people racist, and it's just like how to process that. It's like I don't know.
I eliminate those people from existence. So in the internet, it's pretty easy. You block.
Mm-hmm.
You don't exist. You're an asshole, and you're a moron. Bye bye. I have no time or spoons for those people, to be honest.
That's probably like an excellent way to live.
It's like the anti-fascists are the real fascists. No. Next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're not even a little bit fascist.
No, yeah, I mean.
Although, I mean, you do have to be careful. The fascists do like to call themselves anything but fascist.
We're white identitarians.
Or socialists.
Yeah.
National socialists.
Right, because it's all about like to make Germany great again, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, classical liberals.
Yep, exactly. Classical liberals like John Locke, who was a big bigot himself.
Yep. That's kind of to be expected for anyone from before 2250, but you know.
Yeah. Everyone before 2250 is like a big bigot. That includes us, right? Wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just make sure we're all on the same
I said
page.
it's to be expected.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily true, you know, universally.
Okay,
but
yes.
Just a reasonable expectation.
Trying to translate that in my head, and I was like, no, I have
Didn't mean
misunderstood
250.
what you were saying, but no, I wasn't.
So anyway, yes. So I'm now back, and now it's yes. Last week I was at Emerald City Comic Con doing the capitalist thing and working in the booth.
Yeah, working. We've seen the photo.
Okay, yes, like 2 photos of me at the Emerald City Comic Con, but yet I was actually working as I was like just standing. I was working for a friend of a friend who runs a booth and it has a store down in
You had
like
the fucking time of your life.
Standing on my feet all day on the concrete for like from 9 a.m. to like 5:30 on Thursday, but then like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and then 9 to 9 on Sunday. Because like even though the con closes at 5 p.m., I also helped break down and like load up for them. After once they left, I went home. All for just $50 a day plus lunch. That's it.
You all might not be able to see it, but if you're watching the video, you can definitely see what I've done.
Yes, you have a kitty. Kitty.
Her name is Baby Girl, and she is a sweetheart. But now I'm going to remove the video because... No, I'm going to leave it there because, she's the best. When she walks away, when she gets bored of me paying attention to her, then I'll remove the video.
Yeah. Especially since it doesn't seem to bother the latency or the broadcast of it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm running all this through me, so right now all you guys are adding is audio. So it shouldn't spoil anything if I add some video. Maybe.
For now.
I'm watching the video to see the kitty.
If you want, you can send me pictures of your fur babies, and I can definitely add those to the video as well, easily enough.
Oh, no, I'm too lazy.
I don't have a cat. I should get a cat. That's the male feminist thing to do. Just have a cat.
You should have all the cats.
I should have all the cats.
And a dog, because dogs are sweet too.
Yes, but I live in just an apartment, and so I live with my brothers, and so it's not impossible to have 7 pets in the apartments.
It often requires breaking your lease, but yeah, you're right. It is possible.
Yeah, they might have a maximum number of pets allowed, but I think it is like a fee. Hopefully, it's just a one-time fee to add a pet to the apartment. Yes.
I usually just lie and have however many pets I want. Because fuck
In
landlords,
France,
they don't get to say
they
that
don't
shit.
have the right to forbid you to have pets. So
Awesome.
That's good. Can we have those kind of rules here in America?
well,
No,
if you
because
rent
in
an
a-
apartment, it's your apartment. Your
Your
landlord
home.
isn't allowed to have a key. It's your home. So
But
you do whatever the
pets are
fuck you want,
destructive.
as long as when you give it back, it's in the same state as it was when you got it.
Absolutely.
Can we have these rules in America?
Hopefully.
Can you have rules in America?
Yeah, we have tons of rules in America. They
They're
all
just,
follow the
not in our
golden
favor.
rule of making profit.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not that same rule we're taught as kids, because while that is useful for you guys to behave while you're in school and stuff like that, with other kids, you should behave and also seen but not heard. But once you become an adult, then no, the golden rule is just make profits.
He
doesn't
who has
matter-
the gold makes the rules.
Yes, tragically, sadly, exactly. So yeah, anyway, does anyone else have any topics to talk about? Because
There's so many.
so many.
Is Bernie Sanders still racist?
It's
I thought you were going to see Still Alive. What the fuck did I miss?
He's probably still alive. I'd be willing to bet $1 on that. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him on the internet, so I'm sure he's alive. Because the internet doesn't lie.
No. Well, frankly, if he were dead, there'd be partying in wherever racists party.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the streets, because that's where black people party and sports fans. Okay, wait, no.
Yeah.
Racists, sports fans, there's a lot of overlap there, I would be willing to bet.
Yeah. In our countries, it's funny.
Mm-hmm. Tribalism is bad, regardless of why.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I know Bernie's been trying to look a lot better on race. He had a speechwriter go in and write a really long article talking about how awesome he is on race.
I see.
After he gave a long speech about his family and the Holocaust, I think it was, and stuff like that. So he's trying to look better. I don't know if he's substantively made improvements about that or about sexism in his campaign, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's always interesting because from what I heard, I think Tristan from Setback History mentioned this in like one of his videos, in fact, or either it was like in a live stream that like, well, Bernie Sanders did like was protesting during the Civil Rights Act or movement in the 60s. He got arrested protesting for the civil rights, and so it's kind of like there's at least that, but like there's also him teapeating like he did that one time that like town hall on CNN.
Yeah, he was definitely a radical when he was, well, yeah, I'd go ahead and say he was a radical when he was younger. Always identified as socialist, things like that, but you know that doesn't mean he did great.
True. I mean, like Lyndon B. Johnson did, like wanted the Great Society and like sign into the Civil Rights Act, but he probably was a racist too, like as well.
Who?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
He was a president in the 1960s. He was the vice president of John F. Kennedy, the one who was assassinated. He was president for the passage of the Civil Rights Act in 1964. He participated in the escalation in Vietnam. And he either lost or did not seek re-election against... no, he did not seek re-election against Nixon. He was replaced by Nixon in 68.
Yeah. He also talks about his member sometimes.
Yeah, he was kind of a crude dude.
Mm-hmm. Rapist too, and from what I've heard.
You mean his dick?
His penis.
Yes.
Yes.
He calls it Jumbo.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He also had a car that could go into water as a boat, and he liked to pretend that the brakes had gone out and that his car was careening down toward a lake and watch as his passengers panicked until it went into the water and floated.
Oh, God. Oh, that is like...
That's fairly specific.
That's just a story I happened to know about Lyndon B. Johnson. He was kind of a frat guy, is what the impression that I get about him. You still with us, Tom?
Yeah, that's why I typed into our Discord, because like I haven't heard Tom and Donald at all, so I don't know if it's like if it's like his connection is the internet or if it's like Mike's muted or something. But yeah, that's why I typed, Tom, are you there? Because I haven't heard from you. I want to hear from you, Tom.
Yes, that's why we have you
Hear
here
me now.
Yes, you
you're
can.
there.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, well, I took John's advice and went over to the YouTube video. I was watching that, and I was trying to talk, and I couldn't talk.
Were you forgetting to press your key?
I was pressing my key, John.
Were you still... Wait, I have no idea then what was going on, because it should not... Unless you're on your phone? I have no idea.
I'm on my desktop, but I see at the top of the Discord thing, it says, need system-wide push-to-talk, get the desktop app. I don't have the desktop app. I'm going just from the screen on web page.
Okay,
so
that's why.
You want me to download the app?
Don't download.
Not right now. Later.
Yeah, not
later.
right now.
No, I know. I'm not going to do it now. But at some point, is that how you guys got this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yes.
you can do all these magical things that I'm sadly kept from doing because I'm a klutz.
It's not that you're a klutz. It's that Leto and that Julie and the Geek give you bad advice. I wasn't here for that, so it's their fault. Them. Socialism is all about shifting the blame. Right, fam?
I like socialism.
So it's me, not us.
There you go. All right. Anything
And
to say about
capitalism is
LBJ
us,
there,
but not
Tom?
me.
Some animals, I understand, are more equal than others.
Like geese or swans. Swans are the pretty ones. They're white.
These are white too. But they're mean motherfuckers.
I can believe that.
So did you have anything to add to the discussion about LBJ? Was he a frat guy?
I'm not sure about that. I think, well, he also used to leave the door open to the toilet when he took a crap when other people were in the office. I think some of that was just was him doing a power play to show I'm powerful enough to do this.
So he
and
was
you have to take it.
So he was the Democrats' Trump?
No, he was much smarter, and he was also not such an asshole. He was kind of, well, yeah, he was kind of a frat boy, but more than that, he knew how to get stuff done legislatively, and Trump is not that.
Okay.
I think Lyndon B. Johnson's kind of like the Democrats' Brett Kavanaugh, except that he became a president instead of like a justice.
That sounds like a much better comparison. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I except Kavanaugh is a follower, not a leader.
Yeah, there's that, yeah. But yeah, so if Bernie Sanders is a racist or being less racist, I hope that I'd like to think he's less racist and is becoming less racist, and so yeah, it's because and not that like Bernie is enough for the system-wide change and revolutionary change, because we got to remember the executive office is only as powerful as the other branches of the government allowing the executive office to be. And so while there's like executive orders and the commander in chief and like appointing people in positions of power and like doing that kind of like administrative stuff, it's the president just doesn't have wield supreme power to be able to say, okay, bam, now we have Medicare for all. And so
True. But the president can do an awful lot, as Trump has shown, just by being a incompetent, corrupt, criminal piece of shit. You can, if nothing else, the president can break things.
Yes, the president can break things, and so having someone like Bernie Sanders can like prevent things from breaking and probably strengthen things. Definitely. So it's like,
but in the end, I don't want anyone to have that much power. Not even Bernie Sanders. Not even the hypothetical. Not even me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like just because I'm more politically active at work. In fact, when people said, "Hey, John, how are you doing?" I go, "I'm still thinking about how to bring about the socialist, communist, workers' revolution." And just by those kind of conversations I have, and like those conversations I start, people are like, "Why don't you run for office?" And it's just like, "But I'm an anarchist." Or it's just like, or people think, "Yeah, Jonathan's going to run for president." And it's like, "No, I don't want to, because no one should have that much power."
Not even a little bit.
Yeah,
I keep on, getting tempted to start a campaign. Not a GoFundMe, but a Patreon thing. Let me run for president so I can be the last president. I'll go in there and revamp democracy. Yeah, because I could do that.
Oh, so that like that way, once the state makes all the changes, so that like we won't need the state will just wither away, as Marx imagined it would happen. It's like,
well, sort of. I would eliminate the presidency, completely overhaul the legislature, and try to impeach the fuck out of a whole lot of federal judges.
Oh, well, that's something to use that power for. I can agree with that, yeah. Especially with all those like lifetime like appointments. It's just like, I guess it was fine in like the
we have guillotines.
There's always that.
Well, so long as we have the Constitution, we're going to have a little bit of trouble with those.
But sometimes you have to go through a little bit of difficulty and some trouble and travail to get what you really, really need.
What we really need is
heads
to
and
guillotine
baskets.
those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Well, honestly, I think it would be better to put them into public housing.
Yes. Just like strengthen all the like the social services, make it easily accessible to like everyone in need, and generate the guaranteed income as well. Make it so that it is possible for someone not to have to like go to work and do whatever, go back to school, learn a new skill, raise a family, or help out other family members in need, or even if it is possible, just like sitting around to do nothing, then for other people that actually need like skilled workers or something, they have to really, really, really incentivize people to be able to go to those jobs, or all those jobs that don't actually need people to run those things, machines should be able to run those things, and then it'll be nice to like see eventually all those people just like, or all those things that's not necessary just go away, like capitalism just go away. We don't need you. Or like, if you want us to like work for you, you really have to make it worth our while, and we have to be part of the process too.
Absolutely.
So socialism, the workers own and control the means of production.
Absolutely.
Democracy at the workplace.
I have a nagging question. Well, I have several about anarchism and the eventual plan. You know, what people are looking at is the ideal situation down the road. One thing that has been bothering me, maybe, or I'm curious about, is what about war and self-defense and the possibility of anarchic cluster
Militia?
going an anarchist
Society.
Government?
Society going becoming military and attacking other folks.
Okay, the thing here is, for an anarchist society to work, everyone must be willing to be involved. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
the problem with the military as it is now is it's how do I put it?
Hierarchical, not voluntary.
No, it's not that, because
Authoritarian?
The hierarchy is justified, I think, here.
Mm-hmm. It's imperialistic. It's kind of justified.
The issue is it's their job to kill people. You know what I mean?
Yes, it should
be defending one's society should be everyone's job, and everyone should be willing to. Well, everyone who is able, of course, should be willing to go into it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Right now, the military
and to be trained for it.
Yes. Right now, the military is a tool of empire and profit more than anything else.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. It's
not really a defensive force.
I mean, has there ever really been a defensive military? I mean, apart from maybe the commune and the anarcho-communists and so on in Spain? I mean...
the Rojava, the Democratic People's Confederacies of Northern Syria, they definitely have like militias, and that's all for like self-defense as well. So yeah, those are the two examples that I can think of in like anarchist societies that like have like, and they're also decentralized a bit, where it's just like if I remember correctly, but like. I'm not a military expert, so I can be saying corrected, and I probably should learn more about this as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my connection with the military is several family members in or formerly in the military. So what I'm saying is I did not serve.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't like that verb. I don't think of it as service.
Yeah. Just...
You didn't go kill innocent people at the other side of the world?
Nope.
So I don't. Does it answer your question, Tom?
Well, my question was really huge, and you did talk. You did. What you said helps. I guess what I'm thinking is that not only do you need to would a anarchist society need to have the willingness to fight, they need to have the tools, and they need to have the weapons, and the leadership arising from people who are dedicated to studying war and conflict resolution other than war, like a peace academy, like we talked about during the 60s. We have military academies. How about a dedicated peace academy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we will need a lot of scholars, I think.
And there would always be people willing to study that, I think, and people who'd be willing to listen, to whether they were genuine experts or not.
And the weaponry, how there would
we'd have factories,
the industry would have to be. I guess if everybody, for the most part, was interested in defending the society from outside threats, then there would be an incentive to have the best possible weapons for the type of warfare that would be likely to happen against that society.
Mm-hmm. I mean, go ahead, T.
Yeah, I think that's like the thing. The idea of having an army is just like, ideally, we wouldn't need an army whatsoever. But in like the historical context of like Catalonia, one thing is also, as anarchists, it was like, we do not like engage in other people's like issues whatsoever, except for the case like in Catalonia, where it's like, there's fascists around. That's a threat to everyone. Let's kill them. George Orwell was like, joined them and said, "Can we kill the fascists? Where are they? I want to kill them." And George Orwell also fought until like he couldn't fight, and so and he detailed that as well as like how the society of like Catalonia was organized and structurized in like his book. It was more of a memoirs about his experiences in homage to Catalonia. The book that like kind of like details like how it worked in the past before, and how it could work in the future, is like a Rudolf Rucker's book, Anarcho-Syndicalism, Theory and Practice. The first 3 chapters is like dry history, setting up the whole thing about that.
Yeah, but I don't think we can say to people, just go read a book anymore.
Yeah, true. I don't think that was ever.
We have to be willing to explain it ourselves with our words.
Yes. Basically,
because the academics who wrote, even Kropotkin, that I love, it was a long time ago. It's not really
true
current anymore. And also, as someone who has never read Marx because I found it so fucking boring to death. You can't wait for people to find the strength, quote unquote, to read those books. The society is evolving. People read less and less.
True.
And we need, YouTube videos explaining this stuff and so on. But
I think the media is changing, and it's a good thing if we don't rely on old written theory as much. I mean, you can tell someone, well, go read the Communist Manifesto or the Bread Book, and you'll find a lot of answers to your questions. It's true, you will, but come on, who wants to read the fucking Communist Manifesto now?
Also,
I don't want to.
Not only is it dry, but it's long, it's dense, and it's 150 years old. Thinking has evolved, we've experimented, we know better things. But the short answer to your question, Tom, is that there's been a lot of thought on this. We are not experts, but it is out there. And the answer is basically something like, I think, Sweden or Norway, where every household is armed with the bare minimum of military equipment, and something like the National Guard or militias, except instead of in service to state interests, it would be genuine militia. Think the Greek city-states, where every citizen would have to be somewhat ready to defend as well as they were able.
Another thing is, another thing generally with like anarchism is that even if anyone decides to actually read the literature and something like that, there'll be some questions you won't have answers for, because the thing about anarchism is always a work of progress, never just an end goal. So
you have to try it to see what works.
Yes, and also, so it's like, Tom, you're part of this as well. What do you think should be part of the solution to your question as well? you can participate as well in any of this, even if those who don't identify as anarchists, if we're able to create an anarchist society, everyone is encouraged to participate, but we're also not forcing or compulsing people to do so if they don't want to.
Yes. And David Skog in the chat has just corrected me that Sweden does not have a system like I suggested, that I might be thinking of Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland does have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, they have a standing army too, but
Yes. And they also protect the Pope with halberds.
no, it's not the same army.
No, it's not. It's a very weird thing, but yeah.
There's a lot of weird thing with Catholicism and the Pope, honestly.
Yeah, they have 500-year-old uniforms and halberds and M14s or some shit.
Wait a minute, they're still using those old weapons?
Well, our Marines carry swords, so
it's mostly ceremonial. Ceremonial, but boy, I would not like to be to pull any kind of shit around somebody who knew how to use a halberd.
Yeah.
Oh god, those are fucking wicked.
A 10-foot-long spear axe.
Oh yes, those things. I don't know.
And hooked to just you're doing your footwork, you're getting in close, you're gonna get them, and the guy pulls your feet out from under you and stabs you and chops you, and you don't piss off the Pope apparently at the end of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the question about what would help me, this helps me, but that's that kind of 3-to-1 tutelage is not going to be available to much of anybody, and we don't do it for more than an hour a week.
No, we can always switch the focus more to that. I would not have a problem with that. But
the other thing,
I would like that too.
Me too. Yeah, I love it. I
thought you guys might.
We like talking about things we're interested in.
Yeah, and I love to spread the propaganda of anarchism. I'm converting people.
Shut up. That's the thing, though. It's not propaganda if it's done like that. If it's
exactly.
A discussion with people who ask questions about what they want to know, and they ask what interests them. It's not us who tell them what interests us. You know what I mean? And that's something that I find really interesting, and I think it's the future of political discourse in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think propaganda is not that it's not effective. Propaganda is very effective. But
yes.
Anarchism is too specific and requires too much involvement from people to.
Well, you can make propaganda for anything.
Work, only based on propaganda, I think.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Getting from where I am to where you are and beyond, talking about what might help. In addition to this, Julie, your YouTube channel would really be useful in this.
If I make a YouTube channel, it will be to talk about disability, not anarchism, because there are a lot of people talking about anarchism already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
I believe Garrett
and way not enough people talking about disability.
That's
fair.
That being said, I don't think the two can be completely separate.
Oh, no.
I feel only an anarchist society could provide a really fair society for disabled people. So, if I find the spoons to do that one day, there will definitely be discussions about anarchism.
Is the main thing that you're waiting on a good mic?
No, spoons are what I'm waiting on. Mostly.
Okay. I thought you were talking about having to get a good mic before.
No, because I can't make do with the one I have here. the sound is good enough, for what I want to do right now.
I think so. I could send you some physical spoons. Could send you spoons full of friendly loving.
Talking about that, John, can you would you be so kind to? We are talking about spoons, and maybe some of
I can share the link.
people who listen to us won't understand what that means. I think it's in the description of the video. It would be good to put a link to the spoon theory.
I can absolutely do that.
Wikipedia page, at least.
I'm on it.
I already got it. It's in the. I just added it to the thing.
Oh, I added to the live chat, so it's now in 2 places.
Now it's in both.
Nice.
No, you just typed the words spoon theory. There you go.
Then I put the.
Yes, I see.
How can it be 2 places at once? Well, this is not a structure
at all.
This is anarchism. Anarchism is not about efficiency; it's about efficacy.
Yeah,
I was actually doing a fire sign theater bit, so you don't know what fire sign theater you're.
I do know fire sign theater. Yeah, I actually do know fire sign theater. The transcribed survives of Nick Danger. Yeah, I saw it on PBS once. I thought it was great. But the guys who Fire Science Theater, for those who don't know, is a sketch comedy show. There was a radio show actually. The reason why they call Fire Signs because like all the guys have like a zodiac sign, a horoscope sign that's of the fire signs. But they also did a movie called J-Man Forever, which Z-Shot's a fan of. His friend Chris Borjak mentioned it because J-Man Forever took a bunch of like old 40s serials, including like Captain America serials and Shazam serials actually, and they just like took out all the dialogue and just like put in their own dialogue, and it's kind of like they MS3 decay it, except that instead of making fun of the original, they just like put in their own silly dialogue in there. So if you get a chance to find DVDs or find it somewhere of J-Man Forever, I do recommend J-Man Forever, especially if you're a fan of Mystery Science Theater 3000, that kind of like comedy.
Yeah, and Fire Sign Theater put out some albums during the 60s, 70s, at least. I don't know if they're still available on another medium, but that's what I'm going from. I spun those vinyls hours and hours and hours. I love them. And their way of doing this was very, very anarchic, I guess, in a way. Everybody had a hand in it.
Yes. All 4 like performers who also like wrote and performed, and so yeah, and they probably all also have like equal piece of like all the proceeds or stuff like that. And so yeah, and that's another thing about like anarchism is like we can just like anarchism is like real socialism, real communism, and those kind of aspects can still be applied in certain aspects of our lives today. Like companies can become cooperatives, where it's just like every employee of the company is not just employee; they're a member of the company, and so all the profits are shared, but also all the responsibilities are shared. And it's not like it's a horizontal structure. That's mostly what the anarchism is like, or at least anarchism is like against all unjust hierarchies. And so, there are justifiable hierarchies, like Leto mentioned, like in certain like military situations, that can be a justifiable hierarchy. A great example of a justifiable hierarchy is also like shipping. If you're on a ship, there are life-threatening situations, and so it would be advantageous for like the less experienced like deckhands to like take orders or commands from the more experienced deckhands in life-threatening situations. But look at a Starbucks. Why do I need a shift leader or a manager at a Starbucks? We can all manage ourselves working at Starbucks and running Starbucks and making sure that like everything's taken care of.
We don't need Starbucks generally. Just say coffee shop.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck Howard Schultz.
Also, coffee shops are weird.
Howard Schultz ensured that as well.
Well,
No,
generally speaking, coffee shops can be weird, but sometimes they're good weird.
No, but I mean it's weird. I don't know.
To go somewhere to buy coffee?
To cafes. So
Mm.
I'm used to pay my coffee like maybe 1.5 euros, not 5.
Yeah.
And coffee shops I'm kind of against, I think. But
Yeah.
maybe that's cultural.
I wish we had the old salon style situations. Maybe that, and there were coffee houses that were similar to that, and that you go and buy your coffee and some kind of light meal or a snack and sit around for hours talking about important things.
Kind of like what we're doing now, except that we're doing it across the internet.
And I don't have coffee.
A gasp of shock and alarm.
I'm drinking something caffeinated, at least. And also I have some mead next to me.
It's almost 9 p.m. here, so even if I had
I
coffee, I wouldn't be drinking it now.
Yeah, Julie's pretty much the only one who doesn't have an excuse. Or does have an excuse not to be drinking coffee.
I have an excuse not to be drinking coffee. It wrecks my stomach.
Okay, I suppose that.
Talking about time. So, okay, I looked into the time change here, okay? So, we are going to change time next week.
She means daylight saving times for the
Yeah,
people.
daylight saving times. So, the 31st at 2 a.m. it will be in fact 3 a.m. and that will be the last time we change time.
Really? You're getting rid of it. That's good.
You're going to be permanently on daylight savings time?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
Our Washington State legislature did put a bill suggesting. My interpretation of it reads is like, can we just fucking stop changing it already? And so I'm not sure how that's going to go. So maybe Washington State will join France of
some people, some scientists or doctors, or I don't remember, in the European Union conducted studies that showed that daylight saving times was causing more problems than it was resolving. Lot of accidents due to fatigue and stuff like that. So the European Union gave the option to all countries, all member countries, to stop changing.
Yep.
So some opted to stay at daylight saving time. Some chose the regular time and chose not to change. Not a lot, just Greece and the island next to Greece.
Crete?
No.
Cyprus?
Yes.
Cyprus. That's the big. Yeah, that's the problem one.
Those the only two who decided to continue changing time. All other member countries decided to stop changing. I mean, and France was among those who chose to stay on
the longest.
On summertime.
So now we have a patchwork.
We call it summertime, wintertime here.
Gotcha.
That's how we call it.
So will there be a patchwork of different times?
Yeah, it's going to be a shit show.
It'll take a little while.
The UK wants to stay at I don't remember which one, and the Ireland wants to go on the other one. So Ireland and UK will be on the same
Catholic time and Protestant time.
Yeah, honestly, it's going to be a shit show because I think we won't be at the same time as Germany or something. I don't remember. It's going to be a shit show. But at least It's a shit show that will be stable.
A consistent shit show, yes.
These changes they're set for now. These are the times. We're not switching back and forth twice a year.
We're going to have to switch back every time we cross the border, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of.
I imagine it'll sort itself out in about 5 to 10 years.
How do you say that in English? I don't even know.
To say what?
Well, the difference. The
Borders?
time difference
Disparity.
Zones, the time zones?
Zones. Yeah. How do you call the difference between two time zones?
Oh, we don't. It's just the time difference. Yeah. Their discrepancy is a good word.
Yeah, okay, that. That would be the same thing if you... I don't know.
It's not something I've ever really noticed a general term for.
And Ireland is going to be a shit show. But Brexit is going to be a shit show. Anyways,
yes,
with Ireland. Honestly, with Ireland, it's not funny at all.
Going to be a shit show?
It's like if the UK actually does leave the European Union with a deal, if they want to, I don't doubt that they will. They'd probably just be a straight up no deal, and then how to control the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland, they'll be dangerous. Yeah.
But there will be millions of pounds a week for the National Health Service.
Or not.
The money birds are flying. They're flying back home. The money birds have come home. The H bomber guy would be so happy. The problem with trying to do direct democracy in a representative democracy.
No, the problem is asking people to make a choice and lying to them about stuff. Because if they had told the truth from the beginning, people wouldn't be changing their fucking minds now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I saw a meme that was very funny. That was someone, do you want a blowjob? Yes. It's by a piranha. No. Blowjob means blowjob. You said yes. That brings it in a nutshell.
Yeah, yes. It's such a weird, vague promise of who knows what will happen if we leave the European Union. We'll get a deal somehow, and just
My guess is that they'll keep putting it off. Every month, they'll vote to put it off another month forever.
Kick the can down the road. That's what politicians are good at.
Except the European Union, as it's worth to say here. If the European Union doesn't want to wait for UK to make a decision, it won't wait.
They can just walk away anytime?
I think the EU has been very patient with the UK so far. It's like the tantrum in nephew. There will be a time where you will not be invited anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what. I don't really care. I care only because I have friends in the UK and I care because of them. But I don't know. On the scale of the European Union, I don't give a shit if UK is in here or not. I don't think anyone gives a shit.
Yep.
But the EU isn't going to give them all the advantages of being in the EU without the duties.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's not what they're going to have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The EU is its own shit show, but
Yeah.
the problem isn't the reasons why the UK wants to leave,
No.
Yeah.
They
The things
don't
the
want
UK
to
is
leave
complaining
because
about
of
are the good parts.
hyperliberalism and stuff like that. They want to leave because they don't want to participate in the refugees programs and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
They're leaving because of the good things the EU does.
Yeah, exactly.
Free movement is like the only good thing about the EU, for fuck's sake. Is that I don't know. I live in France and I'm French. I can't go work in Germany if I want or whatever. I don't know. It's a good thing that's freedom of movement, but no, they don't want that because brown people.
Yes, that whole fear of the other.
And don't get me started with Lexit. Those people. Accelerationism is bad.
Yes, I agree. So that's why I will vote, and it's people's duties if they're able to vote as well, because at least try not to at least try to prevent the worst thing happening. But also,
if you don't want to vote, don't vote.
That's fair.
That's not really meaningful in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I gotta remember that. Got to agitate, educate, and then propagate to the politicians. Who knows if they actually will care or listen to us? That's the problem.
They will not.
Yeah.
The system won't allow itself to. Oh, fuck it! I don't know how to say what I want to say.
The system will defend itself from change.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that wasn't it, but I'll take it. For those who don't know, who listen to us, I'm stopping nicotine for real now, and I've been free of nicotine for 2 days, and it's not easy. And yeah, there, I'm not really.
I hear you. So what have you been smoking in the background?
Oh, my regular mix, just no nicotine in it.
Gotcha.
But it's not satisfying at all. Well, just a little. I think I would be going bonkers if I couldn't at least vape a little something.
Yeah, the muscle memory is important as well as the nicotine.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
We'll see how I fare with that. If I fuck off, no, not off, up. If I fuck up, it's not a big deal. I'll try later, but
yeah, that's the important thing. You with things like this, you almost everybody fucks up in trying to quit or trying to change something, and then they quit trying to quit, and that is that's not good. So it's more important to keep going at it.
It's very relaxed, I think I can do it. If I can't, it's no big deal. I'll try when I'm more ready.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I wouldn't be able to stop smoking cigarettes anyway. And it was super easy. I found it easy. And I don't know. That's maybe why I find it so difficult now. When I stopped cigarette to take up vaping, it was easy. But now it's not easy. But I'm not eating to compensate, so I'm not going to worsen my weight situation.
That's good.
I have nothing to lose by trying. If I need nicotine, I'll put nicotine. But I'm sure I as hell going to try and succeed.
I recall you had a health update of some kind recently. Or you were trying to get something from your doctor, from the government? I can't remember. If I'm just completely fucking up, tell me to...
Yeah, no.
Okay, then. For some reason, I remembered that you were, doing something. There was some sort of change coming, but I guess not.
Oh no, it's old.
What's that?
You mean my disability pension?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, it's an all fuck up. I'm in a civil partnership with my partner, so I'm not disabled anymore.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because marriage and civil partnership cures incurable illnesses apparently now.
Well, of course, love cures everything.
Everything? Well, that's cool. I wish I'd known that when I was working on drug abuse treatment. Oh, there were an awful lot of married people. I'm not sure this theory holds.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But if they can avoid giving money to people who need it, they will. So no, but that's not anything new, John.
Okay.
I'm old. I think I mentioned that before.
Yeah,
and don't jump down my throat, Julie. I'm finding myself fading here, so I think I'm gonna check out if you don't mind.
That's fine. That's fine.
And this has been a lot of fun, and maybe you'll let me do it again.
Oh, absolutely! It's always great to have you, Tom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
I want more curious questions about like anarchism. Is that
Definitely.
way? Yeah, because like it's through figuring out what people's concerns or like questions of it and answering those, and or it's a challenge for myself to figure out those answers as well from like the resources I have. And so that strengthens my anarchism by asking these questions or answering these questions.
Well, I think I can help with that. I heard somebody the other day, I don't remember where it was. It was on a stream, on a chat. Was talking about people taking the bread pill. And
yes.
And I thought that was
Nice.
That was kind of what I'm toying with at the moment, and I'm not at all close to actually doing it. But I think what I would, if I went that way, it would be, if I bread pilled myself, that would be due to knowing more about it and having my questions answered. So for me, that would be very useful.
I'm really not comfortable with that bread pill stuff.
Yeah.
It's because like that's because we're reappropriating like the red pill stuff, and it's just like we're
fascists ruin everything. Yeah.
True.
How about if I use that internally for me and I won't mention it again?
No, you can mention it.
Yeah. The problem is just that red pill came from the Matrix, and then bigoted assholes stole it to talk about women, and
I know that's why I liked it, because it repurposed it. The red pill thing repurposed it for a better purpose.
The first time I saw the red pill metaphor, it was about feminism, but the other way around. It was the fact that when you've seen it, you can't unsee it. All media is tainted,
Yeah.
It becomes hard to appreciate stuff like, oh fuck me. Okay, you understand what I mean.
Yeah. I'm checking out. Thanks a lot, guys.
Right.
You all
guys and gal. Talk to you later.
Yeah. See you around, Tom. Nice to have you.
Yeah,
bye, Tom.
That was Tom McDonald, who is on Facebook as Tom McDonald, has a Twitter, but he doesn't know what it is. I can tell it, but he doesn't go on there anyway. And he may or may not eventually have a YouTube channel, so check out Tom McDonald if you want. I mean, he's not here to do his pitches, so I'm willing to do the pitches for him.
And if you hadn't caught on it, he's old.
Yes. Tom McDonald, old.
Tom McDonald.
That was shameful.
I don't like your puns. I mean, you don't make puns, but we don't pun shame around here, Lito.
Jonathan is dying.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the pun caused me to have a laughing fit.
Knock yourself out.
I'm an anarchist. You can't tell me what to do.
Laugh is good for
Yes.
for mental health.
It is.
True.
It absolutely is.
So I think I think that's a good place to end the show. So let's do our pitches. I am Some Random Geek on YouTube and on
What?
Twitter. What?
What?
No, I'm having a laugh to myself because Jonathan just became the host.
Yes.
Well, we're anarchists, so it's kind of like we're sharing.
It's a committee.
Yes, it's a work council.
Okay, we have a motion to end the stream. Do we have a second?
I second.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. If you want to stop, we stop. If you want to go on, we go on. I don't care. Don't ask me anything.
I'm good either way, but it sounds like Jonathan's ready to go. So go ahead and make your pitch, Jonathan.
And also to please help out our friends. Actually, okay, I'm gonna search up for like my friend's recent baking bowl, because our friend Joanna and comrade begs online in order to live. So please donate via PayPal.com to Severe Joe to SeveroJoe at PayPal.com, and I will put a link into the live chat and to the comments of her latest baking bowl, so please share that around if you could. And Phoenix of the channel Phoenix Rising 87 also has a GoFundMe campaign to like help forward her housing situation, and so if you can share around that, it'll be grateful and help her out as lot as well, and donate if you can as well. And those are my pitches.
Okay. And Julie.
Oh God.
Your links are already down in the thing. Cryptcrafter.
Oh, okay. Facebook, anarchist memes, and the Cryptcrafter, and Twitter, Lituanor.
Okay. Yes, she is.
That was hard.
She does crafting stuff as the Cryptcrafter, and she's a moderator of the Anarchist Memes page on Facebook, which posts memes about anarchism. And as for me, in addition to getting usurped by Jonathan in my role as the person running this,
well, that's villain. That's super villain.
All right. We also post this as a podcast, heavily edited for time, because we're limited to half an hour. It's the Social Justice Alchemy podcast. You can find that on the YouTubes. Hey, Jamie J. You're just showing up at the very end. Poor timing. You can also find me doing something completely different. That is the Dungeons and Debacles podcast, a D&D podcast hosted by my friend Kevin. It's a lot of fun. We're playing an evil party looking to unleash an ancient red dragon from her ancient prison. It's very different, very fun. And if you're looking to talk back at us, not only are we now doing this as a live stream, we have the Social Justice Alchemy YouTube channel. There's the Social Justice Alchemy blog at surgoshan.blogspot.com, surgoshan.blogspot.com. And I suppose you could leave reviews on iTunes and Twitters and stuff.
Oh.
John, are you there?
Nope, did I cut out?
Cut, John.
Oh, I guess I held down control for too long, and it decided that I had talked for too long. You can talk back at us at the blog, and leave reviews on iTunes and Twitters and so on. All right, and that does it for my pitch. And I guess we're done. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. We will send us your dating schedule, and we'll try to work around that in the future, Jamie.
Because dating cute girls is very important.
Always, always.
And cute guys.
Always.
Right,
And others.
Envious.